Welcome everybody to your week 4 CCC highlights. Up first, we have a matchup between Florida and Georgia Tech. Florida coming in as heavy favorites, but first we're going to get started with a 5.78 from Justin Barker on Georgia Tech's team on set number 3. We go on to push that set into 5 solves, but ultimately it would go up to Florida. Moving on to set number 4, June is not going to be able to lock in a W here. He's going to get a 9.7. The Declan's going to follow this up with a 9.37 and take set number 4 for Florida. Moving on to set number 5, Pranav is going to be struggling a little bit in this set, and Shahir is going to get the opportunity to push this into solve number 5. Pranav going to get a 6.97. It's going to be difficult for Shahir to respond to, but it's all going to come down to this. He's going to get an 8.58, so Pranav able to take set number 5 for Florida. Moving to set number 6, Justin is going to start off really hot here with 2 solves up on Owen. Owen not able to lock in any solves, so going to be 1 solve away from taking the set, but he's going to get an 8.99 in solve number 3, leaving a lot of room for Owen to play with. Following up Justin's 8.99, Owen's going to get an 8.56 here, so really close solve, but he's going to be able to get that. Owen needs to win out to take this set for Florida. He's going to get a 5.73, which is enough to lock in a second solve in set number 6 and push set number 6 all the way into solve number 5. Justin looking for anything here, trying to lock in any sets for Georgia Tech. He's going to get a 9.51, so leave the door wide open for Owen to respond to. And Owen is going to walk through with a clean 6.69. Florida having a commanding lead on Georgia Tech that whole match, and ultimately they're going to sweep Georgia Tech. Our next matchup is going to be a Group F match between Rutgers and GCU, and Rutgers is going to totally blow out GCU. GCU not able to get anything going here, not even able to take a solve. So we're just going to look at a couple of great solves here in set number 5, and really this set is going to be the closest this match ever got. Xavier is able to lock in a 7.62 for GCU here, his best solve of the match. And moving into solve number 3 of set number 5, Xavier looking to follow up the 7.6 with something good to lock in a W for GCU, but he's going to get 9.6, leaving a lot of room for Daniel to play with. Going in on Orange Cross, and he's going to get an 8.12, so take that set for Rutgers. Moving into set number 6, we're just going to look at one solve from Sean. He's going to lock in a 6.77 for Rutgers. But like I said, Rutgers able to lead GCU, not letting them take any solves at all. Following this, we got another Group F matchup between Brown and UC San Diego. We're going to get started off here in set number 3 with a 6.8 from Hewan, his best solve of the whole match. Now, the talk of UC San Diego is going to be Christian, Alexander, and Hewan for Brown able to hold their opponents to just 1 solve, but Christian able to sweep Praveen in the first set, but he's going to struggle here in set number 4. Praveen is going to be able to take set number 4 all the way to 5 solves. He's going to get a 12.45 here in solve number 3. Christian looking to keep UC San Diego alive in this matchup. You'll notice they still haven't won here. Brown with 2 sets. Christian looking to keep UC San Diego alive, beat that 12.45 from Praveen. He's going to do it with a 10.05. Ultimately, Brown is going to go on to win, but UC San Diego putting up a good fight, especially with Christian taking his 2 sets. Next up, we have a Group H matchup between Virginia Tech and Texas A&M, and ultimately Virginia Tech is going to take this matchup, and they're going to handle Texas A&M pretty well. We're going to drop you here in set number 3. Chris up 2 solves on Tyler. Tyler getting a +2 on that 11.21 for a 13.21. Chris looking to sweep his set here, and he's going to be doing pretty well with a 7.3 and an 8.3. But this solve not going so well, even with the little malfunction in the video here. He's going to get 12.1, so playing a little bit closer than he would have liked. Now, jumping ahead to set number 6, we see a totally different story here. The Chris and Tyler are all tied up here on solve number 5. Chris is going to get a 9.4. So they're going to put a little pressure on Tyler, but still give him a lot of room to play with. Tyler looking to win the first and only set for Texas A&M, and he's going to do it with a 7.27. Ultimately, Virginia Tech taking the dub on that one, but Tyler able to keep Texas A&M in the game. Moving on, we have a Group C matchup between NYU and NC State. NYU coming in as about half a second favorites. We're going to drop you here in set number 1 at the very end. Solve number 5, Abdel taking Evan to 5 solves. He's going to get things kicked off with a 9.88. Evan looking to make a statement for NYU and take the lead early on. And it's going to be close, and he's going to squeak by with a 9.27, taking that first set for NYU. Matthew is going to sweep Benjamin in set number 2. So we'll move on to set number 3. Raghav getting things started off for NC State in this set. To start off with a 9.45. So Elliott looking to take the lead back from NC State in set number 3. And it's going to be close again. He's going to get a 9.48. So Raghav able to take that first solve by 0.03 of a second. Ultimately, Elliott is going to take set number 3 for NYU. So they're up 1 set on NC State going into set number 4. Abdel going to get things started off on solve number 2 with a 10.05. Evan looking to win this set as he won his first set. But he's going to get a +2 in a solve that would have beat Abdel. So Abdel going to go up 2-0 on Evan. But Evan going to take the next 2 solves and take Abdel into solve number 5 now. A little bit of a blocky start here on Blue Cross for Evan. He's going to get another +2 on a 10.89, making that a 12.89. So leaving a lot of room for Abdel. Abdel going to go in on White Cross on solve number 5 here in set number 4. Looking to tie up the sets here. And he's also going to get a +2, but it's going to be good enough here to beat Evan. So he'll take that. NC State going to tie things up with NYU here, moving into set number 5. Now, if you remember in set number 2, Matthew for NC State sweeping Benjamin. But now we see the opposite happening here. Benjamin going up 2-0 on Matthew, and Matthew going to get on solve number 3 an 11.33, and he's clearly not happy with that, leaving a lot of room for Benjamin here. His first solve in set number 5 was a 7.59, following that up with an 8.03. So 11.33 shouldn't be too bad for Benjamin, and he's going to do it with a 9.02. NYU able to go up 4-2 on NC State. A little bit closer than they would have liked, but they're going to come away with the win. And rounding off week 4 is a Group E matchup between Maryland and USC. Samir getting things kicked off with an 8.91 for Maryland. Manu, a very familiar face here on CCC, going to follow this up. Looking to keep things going for USC. Maryland coming in as heavy favorites, but an 8.91 going to be tough for Manu to beat, but going into PLO, you can tell he's very pleased, and he's going to clutch up with an 8.69, a very nice solve, and that's going to be as close as things get for the rest of the match. You can see Maryland up 4-0 on USC. Just going to round this off with a 6.6 from Sanjar, but Maryland able to handle USC very well. That's going to wrap up the week 4 highlights. Stay tuned for more highlights in the coming weeks, and thanks for watching.